But yeah, man. So you doing all right?
Shit, I'm chilling, man.
That's what's up, man.
I
This is
ain't living,
it's,
man.
it's been a long. It's only what's today? Tuesday.
Yeah, it's already a long ass week, man.
It's been a long ass week, nigga.
Yeah.
Man, I'm in with my job and everything. We're approaching fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So in health insurance, fourth quarter is mainly the busiest time because a lot of companies renew their shit
Hmm.
at the beginning of the year. I'm so tired of Excel. I'm so tired of Word. I'm so tired of Outlook. I'm so tired of Zoom meetings.
Yeah, I'm sick of that shit.
I'm tired of it. Oh, nigga, I am so tired of it. But
I did a Zoom the other day and shit for no reason at all. And I ain't been to work in like a month. So I get a text from my boss. He like, yeah, we doing a group Zoom and shit. A group Zoom. I'm like, fam, I'm not even at work, so what does my opinion even matter about whatever y'all talking about in Zoom? I said, like, it's not affecting me at all. I'm not at
I'm
work.
not that, nigga.
So he was like, ah, just get on it. I was like, all right. So I got on it. And I'm sitting there, not saying a word. I'm just standing still like a statue and shit, not saying a word.
Oh, you turned the video
Yeah,
on too?
I turned the video on, this ain't nothing.
You better than me.
So when I finally blinked, it moved. He was like, damn, I thought that was a freeze frame. I was like, nah, I just ain't got nothing to say because I haven't been to work in almost a month. So I just didn't partake in anything, but I'm here.
Right.
They're like, well, what do you think about making a few changes? I was like, well,
Nigga, well, my paycheck.
yeah.
Nigga,
I said I would like a raise. I said
Yeah.
my raise is coming up pretty soon. I said that'll be a big change for me. He like, nah, as a whole. I was like, well, I just deal with that when I get back to work.
well, all of us can get a raise if you want to just. I mean,
I didn't
Yeah.
have shit to say. I was like, all right, but I'm just gonna get on this shit, not interact or nothing.
yeah.
Well, it was good seeing your face. I was like, yeah, okay, well.
Most of my Zoom meetings be like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm the nigga that do the work for a nigga to present it to
Yeah, so
the
somebody
company.
else. Yeah.
Right. So I'll do the work and I give it to the account manager and they'll be like, whatever questions they have, they'll ask me. And then we'll get on a Zoom call and it's like I don't really have nothing to say but, hey, how y'all doing? And they'll be like, Michael is the one that prepared all of this. And then after that, I'm just sitting there. And it's like, it's just, it's cool. I understand. We would have to do the same thing if I was at work.
Yeah.
But, man, it'd be some Zoom meetings. I get on that bitch on mute, no video. And that's where I'm at the whole time.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't even be like, all right, y'all.
I did better than you
I
did.
just be like, all right, leave meeting. It's over. Nigga ain't said shit the whole time. But
I was a statue the whole time. I ain't say shit. I didn't interact until I moved. He was like, oh shit, I didn't even know you was.
hey, the motherfuckers be wanting you to turn on that video, boy.
Yeah. I just turned it on just so they can see my face because I ain't been there in like a month or so.
I don't give a fuck.
That was my part of
I turn that bitch off.
interacting.
I turn it on when we have client meetings. But anything, in the company,
Yeah.
nah, I will if I have to. Sometimes I do, but most of the time, like, nah, nigga, we don't need all that. I'm in this hole with my shirt off. I'm smoking a blunt. Like, nah, man, I'm
You
not
gotta
gonna be on
remember.
camera right now. Shit, that's the only way I'm gonna stay woke. Cause if I gotta be on camera, nigga gotta be like
Yeah.
attentive and shit. Yeah, I did that shit. We was on. We
My
was.
girl constantly doing Zoom calls and shit.
Oh my god.
And like her desk is right next to my side of the bed and shit. So I be trying to lay down and shit, and I be having to crawl out of the bed. And,
To not be in the shot.
yeah,
I was like,
yeah, that shit is weird. I stand up and I fuck around and catch eye to eye with somebody and shit. I
Yeah,
don't know
like-
if they see my eyes, but I see theirs, and that shit just
like,
be
all
weird.
right, let me go ahead and move out the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. But shit, I'm trying to, what's that? Well, Tuesday, niggas still forgetting the days. Um, Trump gave a speech. I want to say it was this morning or
What, more threats?
yesterday. No, it wasn't threats. It was just this. The nigga had passed some bill for the parks uh, in the United States, and it was like this is the biggest. This is the biggest bill that has been passed for national parks across the United States, and it's like, nigga,
Everything is the biggest when he does it.
it's like it's nature, bro.
Yeah.
How understand it's a cost if you're gonna have like a park, you have to have trails and all that shit.
Yeah.
But it's like at the end of the day, like it's nature, bro. You're not paying for no electricity.
Nothing.
You outside of maybe lights in the parking lot, but nigga acting like they just really did some shit. I just thought that shit was funny.
He doing monthly maintenance on this shit,
Man.
which ain't hard.
And it was like the last administration ignored the problem, and it was like, nigga,
You know he try to
it's
take
not
his
that big of a
stabs.
problem.
He try to take his stabs at Obama whenever he gets the shit.
Yeah, it's like I don't hear nobody complaining about no these national parks is just not up to par.
They
Like,
gonna do this shit on the nigga birthday and shit. Like nigga, that's
his birthday was today, huh?
yeah, that's
yeah,
shit
yeah.
as fuck.
It was either this morning or yesterday morning. I think it might have been this morning, but yeah.
Yeah, that nigga Trump tripping. Man. I just heard that nigga say he finna do another stimulus check on his own if everybody else don't get it together and shit.
Yeah, I saw that shit. And
Fuck around, fuck up so bad, he gonna send everybody $10,000. Then we really ain't gonna be fucking with this nigga, dude.
nigga. That shit with the stimulus check, like, I'll believe it when I see it. Just I look at the updates and I'm just like, alright, it keep being the same shit. Like, they haven't made a decision yet. Like, alright, like,
He said he gonna do it himself.
right, yeah, I read that shit today too.
Let's see that shit.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, we'll definitely see how that shit goes.
Give me 20 racks so I can really chill.
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
This shit, Beirut. Goddamn Siri. I said shit.
That would be fucking me up with Siri. I gotta Siri be scared the shit out
I
of me.
didn't even ask for that song to be played. They just started. Nigga.
Siri scary as a
Siri
motherfucker.
tripping. I said shit. This motherfucker that started playing a whole Frank Ocean song. Ah, damn. But Beirut. You saw that shit today?
Yeah, with the explosion.
Nigga, that had to be something else.
I
Ain't nothing blowing up like that, bro. Ain't nothing blowing. What the fuck you got? They say it's a firework factory. Ain't no firework factory blowing up like no goddamn atomic bomb, nigga.
That shit was catastrophic to me. I was like, that is shit like some shit out of a movie.
And you saw the shit like come like. I was like, God damn,
man.
That shit was crazy. The only thing that reminds me of is shit, Chernobyl.
Yeah.
And then it was a few years ago in China or somewhere over in Asia.
That shit crazy.
Where some shit blew up. But that shit's not normal.
Not no fucking normal. Fireworks.
Like, there's something else going on that we don't know about, like always.
That bitch cover up and shit, like, nigga.
But
no fucking I done seen fireworks blow up.
Ain't now one you ain't see now one other motherfucker shoot up in the air and like or pop or nothing. Like not one firework.
That shit was like an atomic bomb.
Not one
dropped on some shit, man.
Right. And it's like, God damn, I don't know.
But they gonna lie to us, you know it.
Yeah, but God bless the people that's over there.
Yeah.
I know that shit sounds really dismissive, but that's the world we live in now.
Trump gonna find some type of way to freak that shit.
Yeah, make
Fake
that shit,
news, fake news. There we
make
go.
that
son.
shit about him some way or another. But man, I've been keeping up with the NBA a little bit too.
I've been watching it, but I've been. It's a guilty pleasure for me
Why?
because I mean I'm into it, but I know it's bigger shit going on right now.
It's
Like,
bigger shit that's been going on.
Yeah,
When-
and
when
it makes
shit
me
before
it's-
COVID.
Yeah, I mean even before COVID, just like shit like recently happened with the trans female that got basically kidnapped in front of everybody by the NYC police.
What? When was this?
This was like last week. Like they snatched her up in the middle of a protest. Like snatched her up and threw her in a van with a whole bunch of cops and shit, and like basically beat her ass, and then slammed the door. They beat her ass on camera and slammed the door and drove off.
She wouldn't be the first. Like, what's happened since then? Like, shit.
I mean, I haven't heard anything since. Like it was so bizarre. It was so bizarre. Like it was plain clothes, dress cops and shit.
I've been seeing a lot of videos like that too.
And you know the niggas that be on the bikes, the cops that be on the bikes and shit.
Like
They
motorcycles
riding around.
or
Nah, they was on bikes, like
Okay.
regular bicycles and shit. And they surrounded the car when they snatched her up. They surrounded the car and they were like
And
bad.
using their bikes.
Yeah, using
Okay,
their
I
bikes
seen
as-
that video.
Yeah.
I just didn't know the whole story.
Yeah,
Okay.
that shit was bizarre as fuck.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Motherfuckers, they just get more blatant with the shit.
Yeah,
Um,
but they been doing that shit in Portland
yeah,
a lot.
yeah. That nigga, the mayor told them niggas get the fuck out this bitch.
Yeah, the Trump agitators.
Yeah. He said, I gotta move around in this
Yeah, because
motherfucker.
you making the situation worse.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It's any day these niggas will burn down that city.
Man. I mean, I'm kind of, I think it's cool that it's, protests are still going on. Me personally, I don't have any plans to participate in a protest. Not because I don't support it. I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
Do what y'all do.
It just makes me feel like I'm an easier target than in that shit.
Right. I'm not. Cause if I do something, I'm gonna do it all the way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not finna go out there and not go hard. So it's like, right now I don't need to go to jail, and I don't think me going to jail is gonna help anything out with the situation that's going on right now.
Ain't helping my situation.
So it's just like, I mean, honestly, for a while now, I've been just kind of ready for the shit to fall down.
Yeah.
Like, it's going, everything
Let
falls.
the worst just come so we get this
Yeah.
shit over with.
Yeah,
Like shit, stop dragging that shit out and just let whatever happens is gonna happen.
right. Cause it's already been crazy, but a lot of things are getting exposed now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just interesting to see how the public is gonna react to all of that.
I mean, the way I'm gonna react to it because I'm so used to seeing the shit I've been seeing. I done got numb to this shit now. So
Really?
it ain't gonna be much of a reaction. It's gonna be fucked up. I'm gonna feel fucked up about it, but it won't be any different feel than what I already feel.
Right. I think that's part of the plan, just kind of get niggas used to shit, because we slowly just been getting used to all this
There ain't no shock value in that shit.
terrible
at all.
shit. Yeah. And to be honest, it's other countries have been used to the shit that we seeing for so long
Yeah.
and worse. You know what I'm saying? Niggas,
The
you seen the
Israelis and
videos
shit,
and
they ain't
everything.
They ain't gonna be tripping. They ain't gonna bat out of the shit that's going on over here.
Right. Unless some shit get blown up over here.
Like
Nigga, that's news around the world. Shit get blown up in other countries every day.
Shit just south of the border. If they see some shit get blown up here, they not gonna be too
nothing. So we definitely been being conditioned
for something,
and I don't like it.
That's why I feel like the NBA and all the sports are a distraction. Like,
I feel you, but what else are we supposed to do? Like, what else should we be doing right now outside of taking care of ourselves?
But watching LeBron and them dunking all that shit ain't deterring my mind from whatever's going on.
Oh no, yeah, that's definitely not gonna be. You know, this not gonna be like, oh, they got the NBA, so everything's fine.
Yeah,
like nah,
it's not.
Nah.
My mind is not right there. My mind is still stuck in panic mode. Like, nigga, something's finna happen.
Something's already happening. Something's been happening. But that shit crazy.
Yeah.
Well, what were you telling me about this? You said you was listening to Sade?
Oh yeah. Okay, so just to relax and shit. The plan was to listen to Sade's greatest hits and shit on Apple and shit, Apple Music. So I was sitting there listening to it, and the first song came on was "Ordinary Love," and I love that song. Normally,
that's my shit.
Yeah, normally that's my shit. But I heard it, and that shit struck
in a different way.
Yeah, that shit struck an emotion in me. I was mad as fuck after hearing that song.
Yeah,
like
it's. Sade is probably my number one favorite artist.
Yeah.
So I've broken down in my head a lot of.
But I was sitting there listening to the lyrics and seeing how much she was struggling in that song and shit.
It means several different things.
Yeah.
People think it may feel good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, this is no ordinary love. Like, oh, this is no ordinary love because it's better than the ordinary love. But then you can think about it as far as this is no ordinary love because this isn't even up to the standard of what ordinary love is. So it's like it's two sides. It's two sides of it.
The way that she was explaining her love, I said, "Damn, I love like that, but I still feel pain like this." So I got angry as fuck, nigga. I like hulked out and got mad. I was like, "Man, fuck this shit." I had to go to the next song, man. I had to skip the Soldier of Love and shit because I was mad.
But yeah, Sade music points out a lot of character traits in people, and even
But I don't know what sparked that emotion though, because I've heard this song a million times,
right,
and never felt that way. I always thought it was a beautiful song, a timeless song, but for some reason, it sparks anger.
You're in a different space, and things mean different, When you're in the same thing don't mean what it was in one space that it does in another. And yeah, Sade got a lot of songs that I can listen to and feel relieved, and then it might be another moment where I'm just like torn apart.
Yeah,
it's the same song.
Hey, I was so fucked up about it. My girl walked by, she like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "Nothing." Nigga, whole mood.
It's like, fuck you.
Yeah. I know she just chalked it up. Oh, he just being a crazy ass Pisces. His mood is changing. But I was mad as fuck. My weekend, I ain't do nothing but watch Umbrella Academy. That's all we did.
Yeah, I watched that shit. I got into it, and then I got out of it, and then I got back into it.
It's crazy.
And it's cool. I just like the big nigga just looks so fake to me though. Yeah. That's the thing that kills me.
Every time I look at him, I see the character he played in Game of Thrones, so it'd be hard to get over that shit.
Oh, I don't even know nothing about.
Just it's the nigga ended up getting burnt up by a dragon and shit. So that's all I see. That's all I see when I see him and shit. And he did like other shit too. So once you play a role, my mind be stuck on that shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like the chick from Ozark. She done played in about 3 other shows that I watch, and it's just like
Man, you
that's the
dirty
chick from
motherfucker.
yeah, that's the chick from Ozark. Like, how your brother doing, bitch? that nigga still doing good. You over here doing all like it's like goddamn. Nah, this she just acting, bro.
I done got mad at the character. It be some characters that be so fucked up.
And
Like,
you just
yeah.
don't like like that nigga Red.
Yeah.
Like
From
5
Heartbeats. Yeah, I see that
Yeah.
nigga in it like you
I'm
dirty.
like, oh yeah,
you
yeah.
dirty motherfucker.
I don't give a fuck about your motherfucking office hours, nigga. I slapped that goddamn perm off your motherfucking
You
head.
tried to fuck the nigga wife at the
Yeah.
funeral, nigga. What kind of nigga
Yeah,
is you?
this nigga in a whole nother movie. Ain't got shit to do with the motherfucking 5 Heartbeats.
I see the nigga on Martin, you dirty motherfucker, you. Hey, did you? I told you about the Mike Tyson fight. Mike Tyson. Roy Jones
Yeah,
fight.
I heard about that shit. I'm
Hey, I said this nigga had an interview the other day. This nigga is really second guessing that shit now. Mike Tyson scared the shit out of Roy Jones.
I don't think he scares him. I think Roy Jones is comfortable with whatever the outcome is gonna be. Cause I heard the interview of this nigga when this nigga was on the Breakfast Club, and that nigga was basically like, "Shit, if I die in the ring, I die in the ring." And I was like, "You a wild boy.
Who wants to do that?
You
though?
a wild boy." He's like, "I'm dying doing what I love." And I'm like, I feel you, bro.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to die doing
if this is what you, this is what you're doing it for. Whoa, you gotta, hey,
chill.
my nigga.
Like Mike Tyson, I seen the nigga the other day on his training. They had him training next to each other and shit. And the nigga Roy Jones just stopped in the middle of his training to watch this nigga Mike. I said, "Why are you doing that shit? Now you make yourself look scarier and scarier."
Well, you kind of got to, but then it's like, yeah, you know, that's Mike Tyson, not the person you want to be like watching and shit.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's basically like how well you gonna take a punch. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be
Cause we basing it off of how well we would take Mike Tyson punch. And none of us,
I eat one of
none
them.
of us.
I eat one of them, but I mean,
No, bro. That's gonna be the only. You gonna eat one because that's gonna be the only one that's needed. Like niggas say I'm gonna eat one like there's gonna be more after. No, you gonna eat one and that's gonna be the fight.
Yeah.
Like Mike Tyson is a professional.
I mean, Roy Jones is a professional.
That's
but
what I'm saying.
But the crazy thing about it, they said the rule. One of the rules is if one of them get cut, they gonna stop the fight. Like,
Cause COVID's around. And
yeah, and I
niggas
understand
is
that,
old.
but you know, Mike Tyson, both of them niggas are professional boxers, and they know
Yeah.
where to hit people at, and
And
stop, and not make them bleed.
So you saying this nigga Mike finna keep this nigga alive for all around just so he can torture this nigga?
Mike gonna drag that shit out and knock him the fuck out. Man.
Nah, Mike finna come out there
God
like
bless him. God bless Roy
like
Jones,
like a loose pit bull.
Yeah. I see that nigga Roy Jones get knocked out by a Jamaican dude with one punch and shit. So I can imagine what Mike Tyson.
Has Mike Tyson ever got knocked out?
He got knocked out by he got knocked out once, or no, he got knocked out twice. That I can remember. I think Lennox Lewis knocked him out.
That's
I
a
want
big
to
nigga.
say, yeah, Holyfield knocked
Holyfield,
him.
yeah, I was about to say that's probably.
Riddick Bowe knocked him out. Riddick Bowe knocked him out in Japan, I think.
Mm.
That was in the early 90s.
Okay.
Yeah, but Riddick Bowe had something to fight for. That nigga mama just died and shit. So he,
I would say that nigga had a lot of built up shit. That
and Mike Tyson take
them
him
hits was
seriously.
coming
Yeah.
strong. Like it ain't, you be crazy as you want, but
Yeah.
you
I'm
got
finna
certain
put the hands
things.
on you and shit.
Yeah. What's crazy? What if that nigga? What if that nigga Roy Jones knocked Mike Tyson out?
I don't think that's gonna happen, man.
Like, how would we feel? Like what?
That would be an upset to me though.
Oh,
that
it's
would be
definitely
that
would be
would
an
be an
upset
upset
for
to me.
everybody.
Like I'm expecting Mike Tyson to kill this nigga. So
That's all. It's like, don't say you ready to die in the ring, bro. Cause in my head, I was like, bro, you might die in the ring. And now this nigga's like,
That's
you
a
know,
scary thought, though. Like,
I
how
mean-
can you wrap your mind around that shit?
that's that nigga life. Like I die for the shit I love too.
Oh man.
And shit, I mean, I just
I
hope that
love
nigga
football,
safe.
but I'm not ready to die on the foot. I came close to that shit. I overheated, and I was like, nah, I'm not ready to go.
It's a different type of love.
Yeah.
Way different type of love. And I can understand that, you know.
Even on Mike Tyson's podcast, with other boxers be around him, and you can see how uncomfortable.
Everybody's scared when they go on that nigga podcast. Everybody's scared. Ain't nobody in that hole just like, alright. No, I'm here with Mike. It's like, man, I'm finna watch what I say.
Yeah, everybody be real respectful.
Like, nigga gotta practice on not laughing at his lisp. Like, cause it's, even though it's funny, it's like, I listen to that nigga podcast. And sometimes I be like, and he don't say nothing funny. And it's like, I can't do that. I can't do that in the interview. This nigga like, so what's funny?
What's funny?
You think it's funny? Huh?
Nah, Mike.
You think it's a joke?
Like,
You think it's a joke?
Mike, I heard a joke a nigga told me a while
I eat your
back.
children. I eat your children.
And that's funny. After he said that shit, Lex Lewis dropped him.
So I was just like, yeah, bro. Like, even though he's calmed down, that nigga's already expressed, like, you know, is this something in me that I gotta let out, and I just feel like a bitch.
Yeah.
When I'm not able to let it out, and it's just an animal inside me, you know.
Hey, when he said that, if I was there, I'm like, nah, Mike, you ain't no bitch.
Like, yeah.
Let's reiterate that,
Like,
Mike. You ain't no
whoa,
bitch.
you feel like you a bitch?
Nah.
Whoa, don't feel like that, cause you
Not
like
around
this.
me.
That's a lot. That's pretty dangerous. You feel like that right now.
You man,
you
Mike.
don't? Okay, cool. All right. As long as you feel like that right now, we're
not
good.
around me. I'm totally scared of you right now, Mike.
Yeah. But it's just that I can understand that type of it's not even aggressiveness, but that type of commitment to something that you love that much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not even that he just love hitting niggas. He loves how it makes him feel. It's what my opinion. And different things make people feel different ways. And just like he said before, it's like, yeah, I'm getting paid to go out here and beat niggas up.
Yeah.
And basically, he like beating niggas up.
Yeah. Dante Wilder said this shit too until he got beat up.
I know, right? nigga good till they get their ass.
Yeah.
Up.
now he on
shit.
vacation twerking and shit.
Right.
Well, we still love you though, Dante. We still love you, but
I'm sure not finna fight you.
Nah, I ain't gonna fight
Not
you.
at all.
It's reached too long.
You got it. If it come down to it, I'm shooting the shit out your ass. We not even finna square up.
I shoot him and then put him on camera, me punching him. I do that shit.
Nigga ain't shit.
Pow! Get the cap.
Yeah, I dropped this nigga. I dropped this nigga.
Stand over and hit him one more time and shit.
That nigga probably still get up and
Yeah, he'll buy you.
beat the shit out.
Yeah.
And then go to the hospital.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. But ain't a lot of shit been going on too much.
Rihanna teased some music and shit, but we've been
What
waiting 4 or 5 years for some music.
What music she teased?
Like she you know how she is. Like she
No, did she release a song or something?
Now she haven't released the song, but she showed a video of her in the studio with her and what's the nigga name? Drake's little homie. Party Next Door.
Oh.
But
When was this?
This was probably like a week or two ago. But I mean, she been saying she gonna drop music for a while and shit. Like she had the one feature with Party on his album, so
Right,
that could be.
Party been definitely working with her. Party been working with her for a long time.
Yeah, but she been teasing that shit for years. Then she backdoored with her clothesline, her man's clothesline and man's makeup and shit.
I heard about it. So it's what? So it's what? It's a clothing line. What type of clothing line is it?
I have no idea.
And then it's a makeup line.
Yeah, like
What's what's the name of them hoes?
it's called Fenty, but
No, I mean like what is she naming
the same thing as her women's clothes line. It's all Fenty. But
No, I mean like you know how different makeups is like for different colors they have
Yeah.
different names.
I have no idea. It's just gonna be. I know it's gonna be a lot of glossy motherfuckers when that shit does come out. Though.
A lot of what?
Glossy motherfuckers.
A
It's
lot
skin,
of glasses. I'm
it's-
not. Yeah, I'm not. I understand for TV purposes and
Yeah.
you know production purposes and everything else. So, you know, nigga gotta probably put on some makeup or whatever. But I'm not waking up every day, beating my face.
exfoliating your skin.
Like yeah, like no, I you know I don't have no problem with that. It's just makeup. Like nah, nigga, I'm fine with what I got right now. Like I don't have any reason to like
Yeah.
put on some makeup to.
I mean, it's gonna be. I'm pretty sure, and
I'm interested to see is how much that
it's-
sells.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna sell. And it might not. It probably will be heterosexual guys buying that shit more than who you think is gonna be buying it.
But it's like if that was the case, niggas would be out here doing that shit now.
Anyway, but they do though. Niggas be put like niggas' skin don't be that good.
Gating, well,
Not even gay.
like I hate it too. It's like niggas always gotta watch what they say and shit.
Yeah,
I remember when niggas say faggot and retarded and everything
It
was
will
cool.
if it wouldn't feel bad about it, but now it
It's-
feels weird saying that now.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like
We already know gay men are gonna buy it, but
right.
but they said this clothesline is more aimed towards us, and the makeup is more aimed towards us, like fixing our skin and shit.
I can see skin treatment stuff like you know.
That's why I'm thinking
Like a
it's gonna
lotion
end up
or a
being.
face mask or something, but like putting on makeup and going out in public,
It ain't gonna work here in Texas. I know.
I don't have no
Niggas
interest
sweat
in
too
that.
much.
for one,
Go sweat that shit right out.
right the fuck off.
Yeah.
If you do it, like I just don't see myself doing that shit.
Nah, I'm not buying makeup. I just rather just put on lotion and go whatever the hell I'm finna go.
Right. Speaking of makeup, terrible transition. But Dr. Dre, you telling me something about what happened with him?
Alright, so you know how we were making fun of the nigga not having a prenup and shit.
Uh-huh.
Well, come to find out, this nigga does have a prenup, and he actually found it. So
That's some nigga shit.
yeah,
Niggas like,
that's
oh, here you go.
last minute thing. Oh yeah. I found it. Here you go.
Wait.
So this whole time we've been laughing at this nigga, but I mean, at least he was smart enough to do have something.
I ain't gonna lie. As far as a prenup, I don't know if I get one or not. I know it's
I don't know if I can ask my girl for no shit like that.
it's like I don't wanna
It's
I
gonna
don't
feel like
it's
a
such
business
a
deal.
yeah, it's such a and that's really what marriage is. And I understand that. As far as a prenup, we're already gonna agree to what the terms are verbally. But I do understand as far as you have to have that shit, you know, on paper. But it's like
It's
shit,
ugly.
we talking
It's
about
ugly
love
way to
and
start-
shit.
It's an ugly way to start off.
It's
with shit, bro.
ugly, nigga. It's so
I
ugly.
mean, but then you gotta look at it. It could be situations
And
like
right.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah, and
And-
like if you it's this is ugly, but it can definitely get ugly.
Ugly, yeah.
So, I want to say I'll get a prenup.
Because even Tracy Morgan is going through it. Him and his wife finna get a divorce, and she feels like she's entitled to that 90 million.
And that nigga just talking to a young chick now.
Yeah,
That nigga been on interviews talking about get his asshole ate.
yeah.
Talking about shitting
Like-
on bitches and shit.
Like it's
My
kind of.
goddamn.
I kind of get his when he got into that wreck. That wreck happened 6 years ago. And
Niggas
him
like,
and her, the wreck with Walmart. You remember?
Right.
That happened 6 years ago. But him and his wife only been married for 5 years. So I mean, she wasn't there when the shit was going down.
hmm
So I mean,
Oh, so the wife that he has now,
the
he's
wife
getting
he has now
divorced
is
with.
getting a divorce. Yeah,
Damn, that's the same wife that he been talking about.
yeah.
Ah, that
Talk
shit.
about getting her pregnant through the quarantine and all that shit. Like, okay, well,
That nigga.
she said she want half of that $90 million.
And that's the thing. It's like I'm neither at least for me, and I would assume that my partner feels the same way. We're not getting to this thinking that it's gonna end.
And yeah,
So it's just like I don't want to be like I love you forever,
yeah.
but let me take this contract for and sign it for when it ends.
Yeah.
Like, or if it ends, it's like, all right. And it's like, I mean, yeah, nigga got to get over that shit. It's
Yeah.
just as far as to protect himself, and not just
I don't know
the
if I
male,
could
the
take
female
that,
too.
I don't know if I could take that serious. 'Cause me and my girl, we break up every day, so I don't know if I could take that shit serious.
But it only happens when one of the people take that shit to a lawyer.
Yeah,
A prenup is a contract. I don't know the percentage of people that get married that actually do that. But
I've never seen a successful marriage work with the prenup. I've never heard of that.
I mean, but you don't know the successful marriages that you don't know if they have a prenup or not.
I mean, people I know they got prenups. They don't last long. It's like it's always felt like a business deal between.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like if I'm fucking with somebody, it ain't no piece of paper and no signature that's gonna change that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's weird just to do that, but I also understand as far as if you a nigga with money,
Yeah.
or and not just a
Came in-
nigga as
if I
far
came
as it's
in
male.
150 million strong.
Yeah,
I should leave-
females too.
I should leave 150 million strong too, but you also
If once you sign that prenup, then But even without the prenup,
Yeah.
when you go to divorce court, they
Divorce-
still getting
divorce is
half.
always messy, yeah, especially here in Texas.
They still getting half. And to be honest, if that means that, and I'm assuming that I'm in a position to where me giving half of my shit ain't gon' because I always live under my means.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if I'm living at a third of my means, half of my shit ain't nothing because I'm living at a third.
Yeah.
So half is still, I'm still living under my means.
But
Cause I'm just,
your shit
but
sucks,
it's still, yeah, it's gonna hurt.
sucks.
I'm not finna stunt, like, oh yeah, whatever you like. No, I'm gonna be like,
go ahead, take what you want, baby. I
oh
don't
shit, fuck you. Like I'm gonna give you this money, you leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
And that's just assuming that I'm making the most money. And
like,
but there's a flip side of it in the Dell situation.
yeah. He getting half of her shit and getting spousal support.
Nigga. And it's like,
Yeah. Man.
it's like
She gonna have some bum ass music though when she come out with her.
she better. She
channel,
better. I don't give a
channel
fuck.
that page.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck how skinny she done got.
But channel that page.
Bitch, you better come with some. You better make me cry on every song. I don't care if it's a happy song. But like, I mean,
that shit crazy as fuck though. But then with that case, with her case is kind of different because her husband, I think her husband was her manager at one point, so he was around helping her get this money. putting forward an effort to help her get whatever she get. So
But that
in that,
nigga's
in that
already
case,
gotten that nigga's already got what it's not like she wasn't paying this nigga.
nah, he already got, but they finalized everything. So now she gave this nigga half of the 280 million she got.
Of her, like literally her shit.
Yeah. Damn, now she got to pay this nigga spousal support and shit because he said he can't work.
For whatever dumbass reason.
I
Like,
mean,
yeah,
'cause she fired him as her manager. So I mean,
man, shit don't work out with people. I don't give a fuck. Like that shit with Adele, I think it's. I don't want to say I
it's
think it's
bizarre.
fucked up,
It's bizarre.
but
But
I
it's-
wouldn't. I wouldn't. If I was in a situation to where I would benefit off of divorce, as far as like getting half. I don't know. Depending on what situation I'm in, I don't know if I would just even care about that shit. Cause I'm for one, I'm light skinned, so I'm very much. Nah, I'm glad. But like I don't look at it like that. I don't need your money. You know what I'm saying? This isn't working out because I ain't getting money. This isn't working out because of you.
I don't like you
Or
as a
because
person.
right,
Whatever
or
it is.
whatever
it is.
situation it is. So I'm not looking to come up off of, cause I'm gonna be in the situation where it's like, God damn, this shit ain't work out. Like I was married, I ain't never been married before, so if I'm married to you, it means a lot to me.
Yeah.
And
trying
if
to
that
make this
doesn't work out,
make a one-time thing.
I'm trying to work that out versus like trying to get some money, and I'm not the type of person to be vengeful. You know what I'm saying? If I can get some, like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this didn't work out, so I'm finna get all the money I can.
Yeah. I'm gonna fuck your shit up, man.
Like, nah, it's too much work.
I can't live like this no more.
Too much work.
You'll be burning up too much energy.
Right. Trying to fight with that shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, a contract is a contract.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel how I feel about prenups, because you gotta honor a contract.
Yeah. Word for word.
Period.
Ain't
And-
no way around that shit.
So, but back to Dr. Dre. I mean, that's cool that he found a prenup.
Yeah.
They had a prenup and they was married, so obviously both of them had to agree with it because a prenup wouldn't be valid if it wasn't signed.
Yeah.
And the signature is a sign of agreement. If you don't agree with it, then don't sign it.
But I couldn't imagine him not having a prenup because when him and her got married,
When you got a lot of money, you're
But,
going
I
to
mean-
need a prenup.
yeah, but she came from money because she was before she married Dre. She was married to an NBA player, so I mean she came in with a little bit of money from that divorce and shit. Because Dre took her from her husband at the time. So I mean,
That's why I say it's a little bit of on for Adele and Dre.
yeah,
It's some vengefulness. I don't even know if that's a word,
Yeah.
but that's what's going on.
but it doesn't. What I haven't heard a lot about Dr. Dre. They what they say reconcilable
And differences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they probably got a gag order or some shit where they ain't gonna never say what it is, what the issue is.
You ain't got to. Even if you don't have a gag order. Like, you ain't got to. Yeah, the details of whatever you're going through in your personal life, you ain't got to share it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's just how it works. Don't share it. Now, if between him and his wife, one of them share it, then that's the case. But
Somebody's pockets finna get fucked up.
oh yeah, his pocket's finna be hit.
Yeah, I mean it's already finna be hit, but I mean, somebody always feel like they gotta say something.
Yeah, I think that's more so based off of social media, and they feel like people got to say something. I think that's why people are so annoyed with the, and I don't think that people feel annoyed, but they're so anxious about the Meg Thee Stallion
Yeah.
and Tory Lanez situation.
It's more shit coming out though daily.
Like what?
'Cause
As far as I know, it's
they
like
said-
I don't know shit.
They're saying now, and which made sense. They saying he didn't even shoot her. They pretty much saying since she didn't break any bones or anything in her feet, they was saying he was shooting at her feet, and it was probably a ricochet that hit her foot. That's probably why she had to end up getting surgery.
I heard about that, but in both feet.
I didn't hear about both feet. I just heard about one foot. But
Everybody like the reports because initially I heard about just one foot,
yeah,
and then now I'm hearing like she got shot in both feet, but none of the bones hit anything important.
if you get shot
her
in the foot, if you got shot in the foot, your foot's gonna be fucked up.
Your foot is basically nothing
Bones.
but skin, bones,
Yeah,
a little
so-
bit of muscle, some tissue, and some veins.
Yeah,
So for you to get shot in your foot,
you'll be down.
like
The majority.
I don't
of your
see
foot-
that not breaking any bones if you get shot directly in your foot. So I can understand the ricochet
Yeah.
thing. But
So the majority
twice?
of your bones are in your feet.
yeah, it's more bones in your foot than in your
Anywhere
body.
else in your body, yeah.
So it's like I mean I can understand a ricochet on one foot, but both feet, you getting a ricochet, and like what the fuck was y'all doing?
Tripping. I told you it had to be. It had to be
A
something
ricochet in both feet,
It
like
had
what
to,
the?
It had to be. It had to have been drugs.
And I'm not
involved.
blaming nobody.
Yeah,
It's just
there's-
like
there's no one innocent in this situation.
that's it's just weird. It's like so you got shot in you saying that you got shot in both feet, no bones broke, but you got shot in
Both, yeah.
in both of them.
I told you where they fucked up in the first place. Hanging with a Kardashian in the first place. That's where they fucked
I
up.
mean,
ain't no good. No good can happen. Kicking it with one of them. Look at OJ.
nigga, that's just the second nigga.
Look at Bruce. I mean, what is Bruce calling
Look
himself?
at OJ. Look at Bruce. Look at Odom. Look at Scott.
Yeah.
Look at
Even look at the little brother. He
the
fucked
little
up.
brother. Look at what's the name? French Montana.
Yeah. Look at
Kanye.
what's Will's son name?
Jaden.
Jaden.
Like, and not saying that I'm not gonna speak negatively of somebody that I don't know.
But one time, you be like, okay, it's just a one off.
There's
There's
a pattern, but
yeah.
if you think about it, how many partners have you had before the one that you have now? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Think about it.
A lot.
So what you would be saying is like, all right, if that's the case, it's like, oh, they fuck everybody up, and you don't. I mean, there's a difference between having money and not having it. So there's a different way that motherfuckers react.
Yeah.
But what chick that you've dated that I'm not saying that you like men is always at fault, but there's always somebody at fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like we can name all the people that all the Kardashians have fucked. We can name all the people that Kim has fucked. Most people have fucked more than the amount of people that they can name that Kim Kardashian has fucked.
Yeah. But that's the list that we know of. See, that's
what I'm saying. That's the list that we know of. But the same thing with us. Like, we're regular people.
Yeah.
Don't nobody really know our list but us.
Ray J, the only one that say the guy they shit to have his shit together out of all them niggas though.
Kim Kardashian is fucking 30, if not almost 30, if not over 30. Who ain't out here over 30 ain't been fucking? You know what I'm saying? Like who? Like come on, let's be for real.
Yeah, I mean,
Let's be for real.
everybody got a high body count.
Niggas is kind of salty just because he fuck niggas with just one nigga than most of us have made in our fucking life. She's fucked with one nigga that we know of, and we know multiple.
Yeah.
So it's like that. It's like I got it. My list sound like the DMX song. Like what these bitches want from me. Alright, Kim, Tanisha, Ashley, Brittany. About 3 Kims. Like, come on, bro. Let's be for real.
Yeah.
So it's like that's what makes me be like, she ain't no hoe.
Nah.
I'm one person, and I know several women that have fucked more than 3 niggas that I know.
Yeah. It's
like
Hollywood. Hollywood's fucking is just different from everyone else fucking though, cause everybody in Hollywood fuck everybody.
It's only different because of how we perceive it.
Yeah.
Cause we're not there. It's like you gonna fuck with a different level of people when you on a different level. Period.
Yeah, I get it.
And it's like bitches. Like, all right, I don't want to say that. Women be talking about Kim Kardashian like she a hoe.
At least she elevate her niggas though. At least them niggas go do better shit.
And it's like you can, and they can't even name more people than they have actually fucked. And with that, they haven't even came close to the amount, close to her net worth.
Yeah.
And not saying money is everything, but come on, let's be for real.
Makes a difference though.
You think she's supposed to fuck one person for her entire life?
Nah, that would be boring. I got a homie that's only had one cat his whole life, and that shit sounds terrible.
Like how many of the chicks that you've talked to that you have a video of y'all fucking or doing some sexual shit?
I don't want to disclose.
Exactly. And niggas people be like, you know, she was on camera fucking Ray J. Nigga, that's one nigga.
Yeah, I don't want to disclose.
That's one nigga.
You know what's fucking funny about that Ray J situation though? One time Kanye was at the White House and shit, and he opened his phone and he was watching the video of fucking Ray J, and that shit he was sitting right next to Trump. This is where the mega had
fake.
Nah, that shit was real. But even
that shit was fake. I can tell you that just based up like technology is a motherfucker. It's a motherfucker.
Have you ever seen that video? Was somewhat was at a festival with Kanye, and they had a big ass flyer, not a flyer. What do you call those things? Fuck, what do you call those things? Big one of them big ass signs that it had.
Yeah. I know you're talking
It
about.
had Kim sex face on there and shit with her and Ray J, and it said at the bottom, "We ain't forgot." And Kanye got the kid kicked out of the concert, out of the festival and shit. I was like, damn, that's crazy. That nigga got to live with that shit for the rest of his life.
Cause it's low key kind of fucked up. Cause if a nigga hacked my iCloud right now, nigga, I'm like, you getting all the shit, and ain't nobody gonna call the chicks that I've talked to, like, oh, she a hoe for talking, like. She ain't nothing but a hoe talking to that nigga. It's like, nigga, people have sex.
Yeah. And my iCloud got hacked. Yikes.
Like, yeah. y'all think Kim got videos. Nigga. So it's like, all right, I mean, like, motherfuckers gotta stop tripping off the small shit. And I'm not saying you gotta, whatever you, like, you ain't gotta accept that person or anything, but as far as talking down, it's like, you know,
you waste your time and energy worrying about that shit.
Well, Kim has talked to this nigga, and that nigga, and this nigga, and then that nigga, and then this nigga, and it's like, well, how many motherfuckers have you fucked? Let's get that list going. And if it's less than what she done, I'd say about 50% of y'all motherfuckers lying.
Yeah.
The other 50%, like, that's life.
That's like,
you know.
That's
what
like the
motherfuckers
conversation we had about niggas talking about pussy they got in high school and shit. Like, nigga, no one cares. It happened in high school. Who cares?
That's what I'm saying. Like, motherfuckers fuck. And people take that shit as far as somebody being famous to another level.
Yeah.
It's like, your homegirl just fucked a random nigga last week.
Like,
You ain't say shit. But you on here commenting about Kim fucking Ray J years ago.
oh, yeah.
And has built a career
Yeah.
not off of that, but has turned that situation into something that's beneficial, as bad as people may make it want to seem.
Yeah. It's just her shit is out in the public.
That's the only difference.
And
And people don't realize that.
Yeah.
Because if a lot of niggas' business got put out in the public,
And they made one dime off of that shit.
like, if everybody that's criticizing, I'm talking about
Madam
from,
Chris gonna make her kids make some money though.
Oh,
my
yeah.
mama push me like that and make me rich and shit.
but that's why Kanye was like, my kids will never do porn, because Chris on some capitalizing shit.
Yeah.
She on some real business shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm finna, yeah.
Like it was shortly after Ray J shit came out. She was on Playboy. It wasn't too long.
Yeah. And that's why I feel Kanye when he say that. Cause that's I don't want my daughter being sexualized either. I understand that she's a woman.
Yeah.
I understand that she's human. I understand that there's gonna be a time where she's gonna wanna have sex, and she can be as nasty as she want to. As much as that, as uncomfortable as that might make me feel,
It's
like,
making me
I'm nasty, so I just think about how my mama feel. You know what I'm saying? And not saying she knows everything. You know what I'm saying? But she knows I'm having sex.
I actually like poking fun at my mama about me having sex. Like, my mom was in denial about that for a long
Yeah,
time.
mom.
It took my oldest daughter getting here for her to like really be like, nigga, you really having sex? Like,
Yeah, you got a whole child. Like, yeah. Here go the product of what
Then
actually
turn
happened.
around. Then turn around. Like, my two oldest kids are technically, like, literally 9 months apart from each other. Now, like, yeah, another baby coming. She like, nigga, like, are you gonna stop? Like, yeah, I will eventually one day.
And people don't even realize, like, people are so,
But the idea of my parents having sex, yuck.
right. That within itself, like, that's a whole nother area. Like, yeah, no, I don't give a fuck about my parents having sex. I know how I got here, but in my head, like, you know, I just got here. I'm not thinking about, like, yeah, you know, one night my dad was like, nah, no.
Oh, yeah.
No, nigga, no.
Hey, I remember one time my dad, when he decided to talk to me about sex, it was a little too late. He was late on that shit. I was already fucking like 2 or 3 years straight. And nigga decided to tell me about his sexual experience and shit. Then the nigga told me it was wanting some shit about my mom. And it fucked me up. I like, yo, nigga.
Nah, bro.
Keep that shit to yourself, nigga.
Yeah.
I don't want to know shit like that, nigga.
You
Like,
tell me about shit when y'all got over shit that was mental and emotional. I don't want to hear about no sexual
no
shit.
about my mom, nigga.
Like, whatever y'all did, that's y'all business.
Nigga heard me cuss. I like, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit, man.
Nigga. And if my mom or dad ever did that shit,
like, nigga, move, nigga.
I'd just be like, hey, let's stop.
The nigga was drunk,
Right
so that's why I just chalked it up to like, yeah, the nigga fucked up. So I'm like, man, get the fuck on up. Don't hear that shit, man.
Yeah. That would have been my response. Yeah. But it's like people fuck, and motherfuckers try and act like they so good, and I see this shit a lot on social media.
Yeah.
That's why I like social media is cool, but I hate it. I really dislike it, but I'm also there for the shit.
Yeah.
Um,
You gonna find everything you want on social media, even the shit you don't want.
exactly. So it's like I just see a lot of people giving their opinion on either situations that they're not in, or either situations that they've been in and they haven't done what
Yeah.
their opinion is. Um, and that goes for both male and female. You know, you continuously see the posts, at least in the black community, as far as how black women and black men treat each other.
Yeah.
I do not like biased posts on both sides.
That shit drives me up the wall. Like,
It's just like, God damn, like, and a lot of these people would talk shit, and
and they be the problem.
for my, I mean, of course, but from what I've seen, most of the men they will talk shit about women, but they're with a black woman,
Yeah.
and it's like, chill,
Yeah.
because you've obviously already got what you wanted from your mate, or for whoever you choose.
Yeah.
So for you to talk shit about black women and then be like, but my black woman isn't like that. Okay, cool. Then shut the fuck up.
You don't have a horse in this race right now. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I be seeing this shit and I be like, stop throwing daggers at each other and just heal
And
each other.
it's just
Like,
and,
shit.
and that's on both sides. Motherfuckers would throw that, and women will be single, and they'll talk shit about black men, and they'll talk shit about relationships, and it's like, but you single, but then it also makes sense as far as women, as far as what they saying. It's like, you don't fuck with black men, no way, from what you're saying, but look at your perspective on it.
Yeah.
You single, but everything that you say about black men is
It's negative.
negative. And
like, you gotta keep in mind there is some good shit about us and there's some bad shit about us. But
everybody,
you gotta be at some point you gotta be accountable for the type of people you fuck with, because you attract what you want.
that's absolutely.
And I told
true.
I told somebody that the other day and they got mad at me. I'm like, when I was fucking with people that wasn't about shit, I was into people, and it was something about me that wasn't
about shit.
So I attracted that.
Right.
So
Fortunately enough for me, I can say that hasn't happened that often. It's been times I ain't been about shit, and I've attracted people, women that have been about shit.
It varies case by case.
Right.
But if you keep attracting the motherfucker that ain't doing right and doing this and doing that, doing this to you and hurting you this way, at some point you gotta be like, you gotta self-evaluate yourself. Like, nigga,
It's been 15 fucking years.
yeah.
So you telling me that every black nigga ain't shit?
Yeah.
And ain't no black male done you right for 15, whatever amount of years that you since you started dating.
How many good niggas would you fucking over for this nigga that ain't shit?
Exactly.
Okay, I bet that number's bigger than the niggas that ain't shit.
Right, and it's not even giving it an excuse.
Yeah.
But it's like, the thing is, you can't make nobody do nothing.
I mean,
You can't.
and
not saying that you shouldn't bring up the issue as far as something that's a problem within the community that you're in. That's no issue. But to generalize every man, but still be like, all I want is a strong black man, and then everything else after that is like, black men ain't shit, they do this. I'm not attracted to that. Fuck you.
I'm gonna stay away from that shit.
Fuck you. You're not showing me shit that makes me feel like I'm gonna be in a position that I can even win.
Yeah. Because you
And
gonna
now-
always have that shit at the back of your mind.
Right.
It's just
And
like,
now-
like me, I take mental notes to a lot of shit.
Right. Right. And it's like it's not even that. It's like I don't. If you've been talking shit about niggas, I'm not interested in you, and therefore I'm not finna approach you.
Yeah.
So all the niggas that you claiming that you want is not
Might be
attracted
the
to
nigga-
you
might
because
not be the nigga you need either.
most of the time you complain about the niggas that you don't want.
Yeah.
And that goes for males too.
Yeah.
Cause niggas will be on the internet all day talking about, baby mamas ain't shit and all that shit. It's like, nigga, shut up. Shut the fuck up. Like, work it out.
You seen something in her that you liked at one point.
You got a whole
And
child.
I've even came to terms with that at this point in my life. I've came to terms with that.
Yeah.
But I stay away because I know what dark side my baby mama could bring out of me. So I stay away.
Right, but that's the thing is, it's like that doesn't exist in just your baby mama. That exists in everybody.
Yeah. Most people don't know how to stay away.
And it's like it's what you bring out of a person.
Mm-hmm.
And some people ain't shit. And you can't bring what you can't force something on somebody that they not.
Yeah.
And like I said before, that goes both ways. And both men and women be fucking with motherfuckers that it's like
you know you're not gonna win.
You know you're not supposed to be fucking with this nigga. Or you know you're not supposed to be fucking with this woman.
It took me losing everything and going to jail to figure that shit out though. But sometimes you gotta learn that way.
Exactly. But I'd never generalize all women.
Nah.
I'd never generalize anybody.
I wouldn't put that burden on somebody else.
For what?
But Tyrese said that before. Stop making motherfuckers pay for 10 relationships you done had before.
Right.
Judge me for what I've done. If I've done this to you, punish me for that. But don't punish me for some shit that XYZ done. That has nothing to do with me.
Mm-hmm.
It might affect you, but let me, like I tell my girl all the time, I shouldn't have to pay for nobody else's sins. Let me be faulted for the shit I do. If I do something to you that's similar to him, then get on my ass about that.
And it's like you gotta, and I think another issue is, also on both sides, is the people that's receiving that energy has to learn how to deal with that, because it's easy to be like, oh, so that's like, so you just gonna put me in that category? Fuck you.
Yeah.
And it's like if most of the men that she's fucked with, or most of the women that he's fucked with, is in that category, when you do something that triggers that, you gotta expect them to act that way, even if you don't know. But the point of relationship is to find out and communicate.
Yeah.
And it's not on just once. It's not on just one person.
It's on both of y'all.
Right. If I'm doing some shit that triggers you, if I don't know and you only reacting and you're not telling me
what's wrong.
you can't hold me accountable for some shit that I don't know about. You just getting mad off some shit that I don't even know that affects you like that. Because if I did, that's something that, right, that's something I will work on because I care about you. But if you don't say nothing and just get upset, now I'm offended.
Yeah, because you're not even putting forward the effort.
Because in your head,
that was the biggest obstacle with me and my girl, just vocalizing shit. Like, why are you mad at me? Then I ask you what's wrong. Oh, it's nothing. And then now I gotta go on Facebook
and read your motherfucking status about how I ain't shit.
My nigga, just say what
like
the issue is.
It's something like I can't. What the fuck else do you want me to say besides what's wrong?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna be able to. Nobody's gonna be able to read anybody's mind.
I can't do it. I would be
And
if I could do it. I would be crazy as fuck. I'd be crazier than what I already am.
there's a situation to where you can, but it doesn't work like that. It doesn't. You somebody is gonna be have that connection with you based off of no communication. Like women will be like, well, you should know that that's what you're supposed to do.
Like, no,
No, I
no.
don't know. I do not know.
I tell my girl,
Don't assume shit with me.
I tell my girl this all the time. You got to treat me like I'm an adult child. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna know everything that's going on.
you are brand
Well,
new to me.
Even
Teach me.
Hey, my girl, like we've been together almost 5 years. I said you're still new to me.
I've done
been
a lot
around-
of shit for 5 years and ain't been just like the coldest at it.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm still learning you. I don't know everything about you. Treat me like a child at some point. Like, explain this to me. Why you feel this way about this? Because when I feel some type of way about stuff, I'm a vocalizer. Because if I don't, I'm gonna blow up, and then I'm gonna blow up out of nowhere. So I have to
mhm,
talk about it before it gets to the point to where I blow up.
mhm.
And she was like, "Nah, you acting crazy. You acting like a crazy Pisces." I'm like, "No, I'm getting this out to you to save you from a bigger problem."
And people misconstrued reaching out with disrespect.
Yeah, like no, I told her, I said, like, I love you enough to,
Like, I'm fucking with you.
yeah.
So why would I do something?
Why would I put forth that effort?
And to be honest, that goes both ways. Cause honestly, I had to tell myself this weekend because, like I told you, the chick that I'm fucking with, she was saying and doing things that I found offensive.
Yeah,
And
you gotta
she
voice that
wasn't.
shit.
It wasn't meant like that, but whatever I got going on took it like that,
Yeah,
and that has nothing to do with her.
yeah. At
Because
least you
anybody
vocalized
could
it
have
to
told
her.
me the same thing,
You would have reacted,
and I would have reacted the same way.
Yeah.
So it ain't got shit to do with her.
It's
And a
just
lot of
trigger.
people don't. Right. A lot of
It's just a
people don't realize that. It's like, if somebody is fucking with you and they telling you that they fucking with you, nobody's perfect, and nobody knows exactly how you feel at every moment. So they're gonna do some things that makes you feel a certain way. So you gotta understand with yourself, am I gonna deal with these things that make me feel this way, and why do I even feel that way about these things? Before you go to somebody and be like, "Oh, you doing that is a problem,"
Yeah,
because what they doing may not even be a problem. It may be how you perceive what they doing is the problem.
yeah. And don't be dismissive about it either.
Yeah.
If you fucking with somebody, don't be dismissive about that shit. Cause that's the shit that triggers me. When you act nonchalant about, I'm telling you some shit that's really bothering me.
Mm-hmm.
In any type of relationship, if you act nonchalant about me, with me,
I feel you just as good as saying like "fuck you."
yeah,
Basically, that's what I get from it, and that's what most people get from it. And I can, even with that, at the same time, you gotta, even though you might feel like a response is nonchalant, you still gotta go back to yourself, and process that.
but
And
I address that too. I make it an effort
Exactly.
to address it. I'm like, look, I see you acting nonchalant about that. Now I'll be like, look, this is really bothering
this
me.
is right. This isn't how you
I
normally
need
act.
you. I need you to.
Yeah. I'm not upset.
I need you.
I'm
to
coming
react.
to you
Yeah.
and letting you know that this is how I feel, and let's see what we can do to make this shit better. And a lot of people don't come to that point. A lot of people just be like, "You made me mad, so fuck you." And it's like, damn, you only in this situation because you feel like this person feels about you.
Instead of just saying something.
Feels like cares about you, not feels about you, but cares about you. So it's like you only upset because you're disappointed, and you're only disappointed because of what you expected, and if you only expected something, it's because of what somebody's provided before. Once is provided before comes from what they actually want to do.
Yeah. And
If it's consistent,
you always gotta keep this in mind too. Feelings ain't nothing but what they are. Feelings.
that's it.
I have to remind myself about that all the time. And I tell my girl, if I reacted off of how I felt sometimes, I would kill 4 or 5 people a day.
Oh yeah.
My body count would be high as fuck.
If this was Grand Theft Auto,
I'd have been done ran over 2 or 3 niggas. I'd have ran over 2 or 3 niggas on my way here.
I'm killing niggas on the regular.
So
like, it's like you said, you gotta learn how to control that shit.
yeah.
You gotta learn how to put that shit into perspective, and you gotta learn how to
My
know
girl
yourself.
be like, "You always so goddamn angry." I be like, "Yes, because I'm trying not to kill all of you."
Yeah.
I'm compressing this rage
Mm-hmm.
to stop myself from killing everybody.
I
Like,
get a lot of, like what I was telling you, like I get a lot of detachment comments, because it's like
but you gotta be that way.
I don't want to react how I really want to react,
Mm-hmm.
because I understand that might not be appropriate, because I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
So if in some situation, if I'm detached, I'm, like I said before, I'm just processing.
Yeah. It's probably like my reaction. If you really do some real fucked up shit to me, my first mental reaction is probably to headbutt your ass. Like, nigga, I really want to hurt you, but I have to detach myself from this situation, and
Yeah.
I really want to beat you up right now, but I gotta do something else.
And that's life.
Yeah.
You can't let people control how you can't
Yeah.
let nobody.
My
control
girl
how you
dad
feel.
talked to me about that a lot too. About just
Being calm.
yeah. Cause I get bent out of shape about a lot of stuff. Cause I expect everyone to treat me like I treat them, and that drives me nuts. Like,
Yeah.
if anybody is doing something good, I'm gonna be a cheerleader, and then when I'm up doing something good, I expect you to be my cheerleader too. But in hindsight, you're not gonna get that from everybody, and that's what he told me. He like, you shouldn't feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't gonna you.
Right.
No,
With that
so
said,
I'm
man,
I'm working on that right now.
I'm working on that shit too.
Yeah,
I think
it's-
a lot of people are, and the work is continuous. So for people to think that there's a goal to reach, it's not no goal to reach.
Nah.
There's work to do. That's it. But with that said, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. This is What You Thought podcast. I'm Michael Taylor.
I'm Big KB. I'll take it easy.
Peace.
Hey.